funny. Like dads realize like the last handful of years, like, oh, this is a human adult. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to still be there for him, but I'm going to step back and just be kind of more of a support type of guy. Like I'll ask him, like, hey, come to Martinsville practice. Come stand down in 1 and 2 and go watch them 3 and 4. And then come talk to me after practice. What do you see? What am I doing? What are other cars doing? Or guys doing something different? And we'll just have a conversation. And he's still the first guy I call after every weekend, just to, whether it's BS or, vent about things or something like that. And, so he's been a huge, huge role model for me and a big help. So, and like you said, during that run in 23 we had, he was like the motivational guy for me, of like, he fully believed that we could do it and he stuck with it no matter what was going on. And it was funny after we lost Miami, we went to Martinsville and he had a, good quote, because I hadn't heard from him. I'm like, damn, Dad might not have confidence in what we're doing anymore. He might not see the path anymore. And he was like, the path is still there. He's like, it's just a little muddy, but that's what cleats are made for. And I was like, damn, that's a dad quote right there. Yeah. So no, he's been awesome, man. I've been really lucky to have a dad like that around.
We have third generation racers such as myself. The last couple of weeks we found ourselves talking about, Jimmy was in here a couple weeks ago, Brent Cruz was in here a couple weeks ago, just talking about like racing dads and what is right and what is wrong of like ass chewings versus like a pat on the back.
Yeah.
Because my old man, if there was a scale of pat on the backs versus ass chewings, this side of the scale is pretty heavy.
Right.
Same. and we are seeing, we didn't have social media growing up, right? So now that there's like, I don't want to keep going back to it. There's the Kyle Busch thing, right? And there's been torn decisions on this, whether that's right or wrong. And I think with the context, you saw it. So I think there is context, time, and place, because good thing there wasn't social media when I got a 9-hour ass chewing back from a race from my old man, right?
Yeah.
So like, what is, now you have a kid, little Charlie. How do you think, will you be exactly like your dad him?
I think about that constantly. Like, and now that like your perspective changes when like we're all dads now, right? Your perspective changes on how do you parent?
Yeah.
Like and I look back on when I was, starting racing or whatever, that was my first time my dad has ever done that too.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a first.
Don't you appreciate him a lot more now?
Yeah. Because they had no idea what the hell they were doing, right? They're trying to do the best that they can. Because I'm trying to do the best I can. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Me and Gianna are trying to do the best job that we can.
We're just trying to keep this thing alive.
Right?
Yeah.
And as they get older, right, it becomes, you're more and more of an influence on them when they start understanding things. So I really don't know. That's a hard question to answer because I don't know the answer to it at this point. I think I would take things that my dad did that I thought was beneficial looking back on in life and apply those. And there's probably a couple things that I would change, but I think that's just
based on
everybody, right? Everybody.
One thing that a real close friend of mine told me a while back, a couple stages ahead of me in life, right? He's got a little older kids. He said, kids spell love Time. And I was like, whoa. So that lives rent free in my head.
I'll tell you, it's harder to leave every weekend. That's for sure. Like, and it's just going to get harder and harder when they start crying that you're going out the door.
Oh,
like that's going to be even worse.
Buddy, like this year going back to Saturdays, Harper's like, wait, you're not gonna be at softball games on Saturday? What's going on? I'm like, no, but I'll have more time at home. But
you should go truck race, man. It's fun.
I did that too. Going this week.
I'll tell you, don't knock it till you try it, ladies and gentlemen. I've said some things about the truck series, but boy, I drink my coffee at 8:30 in the morning, cruise on down to Concord Airport, fly to Texas, do my stuff, be back in my bed by midnight.
What happened?
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But I saw Gianna on Samantha Bush's podcast just talking about how tough of a time she had with her pregnancy. And I remember the code words that Hassler would have on the pit box and telling you if she was okay when she was in the hospital. And then she even just got in depth about, the whole birth process. Like how crazy was that the whole time for you, and how hard was it to separate, like to go through that during the week and then go be Ryan Blaney, the race car driver on Sunday?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how she did it. Like, the issues that she had, fortunately everything turned out fine, but yeah, I mean, talk about the ultimate trooper of her and all moms really. I mean, every pregnant person goes through their own issues, whether they're health related or mental related. Like it's tough, hormone related. Like, and she just toughed it out through it all.
What race was it? Like
Indy, I believe that was the scary one. Was like about to get in the car, and she's like, my parents were taking her to the hospital, and like 10 minutes before I get in, and it's like, I don't know how serious it is. She told me what was going on beforehand, and it sounded pretty serious. So I'm in there, and I don't know. So you're trying to like focus on what you're doing. That's in the back of your mind. Yeah, we had these code words for the next couple weeks. Like if, she was going in and out of the hospital and like everything's okay, yada, yada. So she didn't want to air it out there on the radio and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, everything turned out good. And yeah, just that whole process is nuts.